a cup at home or something like that. I mean, some people, you know, it's always a wine glass. We also have a piece of cardboard. It doesn't have to be yellow, it can be any colour. So we're going to fill the cup with water, and of course on its own the water will fall out of the mug under the influence of gravity. And by the same virtue, if you stick the cardboard over the cup, it's just going to fall off the end as well. But if you put the two together, what you have is you have water pushing down on this cardboard, trying to get out, but for some strange reason, nothing happens. In fact, it really isn't going anywhere at all. Little bits might escape from time to time, but by and large the whole lot stays where it is. And that's because, as Helen said, you've got lots of these little molecules flying around, bumping into everything, and they have to be pushing against this piece of cardboard, and that push manages to beat the push on the other side from the water trying to fall out under the weight of gravity. So that's a little demonstration you can try at home. I wouldn't advise waving it over anyone's head unless it's someone you don't particularly mind getting soaking wet. If you shake it a little bit too hard in the wrong direction, and it will fall out. So what we've got here is another demonstration of power of the atmosphere. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a common or garden, well, kitchen really, marshmallow, and we're going to suckle the air out of the chamber and see what happens to the marshmallow.
Okay. So this is how big. Everyone see the marshmallow to start with? Well, no telling everyone what's going to happen then. Right. Okay. So there's the marshmallow inside the vacuum. Can everyone see? So Dan's going to turn on the vacuum pump, so we're going to take away the air from around the marshmallow and have a look at what happens. Right, is everyone watching? Oh. Getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It might have stopped. Usually they get a bit bigger than that, but this one clearly is having a bad day. Alright, so what's happening here? Why is it getting bigger? Go on. You don't know? Anyone else got any ideas? Go on.
Because.
Don't know. Who did that? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to let the air back in. So,
Yeah.
there's the marshmallow, the biggest marshmallow in the world. Look at how big it started off. Let's let the air back in. And now it's the most miserable and pathetic looking marshmallow in the world.
It's the air pushing it, but we're taking the air out and spanning it.
Right, okay, so what we've got in, this isn't a normal marshmallow, but never mind, let's pretend it is. What you've got in, what you have in a normal marshmallow are lots and lots of bubbles. If you look at the cut surface of a marshmallow, you can see it's full of lots and lots of bubbles on the inside. And those are, so you can have a look at that, don't eat it, but have a look. Lots and lots of bubbles on the inside. You see lots and lots of bubbles on the inside, right? You can have a look at one at home. And what happens is they're full of air, and the air is made of lots of molecules which are zooming around. They're very small, but they're zooming around, and whenever they bump into something, they give it a push. So that's fine, because inside the marshmallow we've got zooming molecules pushing things, and outside in the air we've got zooming molecules that are pushing things. And the two balance out, so a marshmallow kind of stays the same. But what happens if you take the air on the outside away? What's going to happen? Right, so the air on the inside is going to win the pushing competition, and it's going to push outwards, so the marshmallow gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually, the skin of the marshmallow will break and it'll kind of pop, and then it sort of fizzes down and it all becomes a bit pathetic looking. And then we let the air back in, and then the air that's now come in pushes in on the marshmallow, and since we've taken all the air out of it, because it went pop, there's nothing left, and so it goes all weedy and small and pathetic, and looks like this, and it's quite disgusting. Which is not very nice. So, what we're going to do now is have a look at marshmallows is something. Let's have a party in the vacuum. I have a marshmallow.